Emily had been in love with her best friend Sophie for as long as she could remember. They had grown up together, spending countless hours playing and exploring the town they lived in. But as they entered high school, things began to change. Emily started to see Sophie in a different light, noticing the way her smile lit up a room and the way her laugh made her heart skip a beat. She tried to ignore these feelings, knowing that they could ruin their friendship if she acted on them. But everything changed when a new guy named Jake moved to town. Emily knew right away that he was trouble, with his leather jacket and smug smile. But Sophie was drawn to him, fascinated by his charm and charisma. Emily watched as Sophie and Jake grew closer, spending more and more time together. She tried to be happy for her friend, but it was tearing her apart inside. One day, Emily decided to confess her feelings to Sophie. She took her to their favorite spot by the lake and poured her heart out. Sophie was shocked, but kind. She explained that she didn't feel the same way, but valued their friendship too much to let it get in the way. Emily was devastated, but grateful for Sophie's understanding. As the summer went on, Jake and Sophie's relationship continued to grow. Emily watched from the sidelines, trying to keep her feelings in check. But when Jake cheated on Sophie, everything changed. Sophie was heartbroken, and Emily was there for her every step of the way. They spent countless nights talking and crying together, and Emily couldn't help but feel like she was meant to be there for Sophie. But as Sophie started to heal, she started to pull away from Emily. She started spending more time with Jake, who had begged for her forgiveness, and less time with Emily. Emily tried to ignore it, but it was too hard. One day, Emily couldn't take it anymore. She went to Sophie's house and confronted her about the distance between them. Sophie didn't know what to say, but Emily knew what she had to do. She told Sophie that she couldn't be friends with her anymore, knowing that her love for Sophie was too strong to just be friends. Sophie was devastated, but Emily knew it was for the best. Years went by, and Emily moved away from town, trying to start a new life. But she could never forget Sophie and the love she had for her. She wondered if Sophie ever thought of her, if she ever missed her like Emily did. And one day, out of the blue, Emily received a message from Sophie. She was getting married and wanted Emily to be there. Emily was torn, but knew she had to go. As she watched Sophie walk down the aisle, Emily couldn't help but feel like this was a dream. She knew that Sophie was the one that got away and that she would always love her. But she also knew that Sophie was happy, and that was all that mattered. Emily wished her the best and walked away from the wedding with a heavy heart and tears in her eyes.